And that, my lovelies, is the final look. Bonjour mes amis, ça va? I hope you guys are doing well today. So today we're going to be doing a different type of video. I'm just going to wanting to show you how I do my makeup when I'm like going on a trip, wherever it is, because you need to make sure that you have really good makeup for your pictures. I mean, Instagram, social media, whatever, you don't want to look like you just work out of bed, you know, when you're on holiday. You want to still look cute, but you want to make it simple but still pop. So I want to show you what my personal method of doing my makeup when I go on holiday is. So I'm going to be showing you when I go on holiday in a summer place, perhaps, or by the beach or what have you. You want to have the bronzing, the highlights. Those are very important aspects to your makeup if you're going to be on the beach. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get to it. Okay, so I just did my brows off of camera because everybody has their own way of doing their brows, so we're not going to go into that. So first thing I normally do is my eyes, and normally I always say bring a palette that has got everything. I normally use this palette. This is the Jackie Aina palette. It has all the colors literally that you would need, like the bronzies for a trip when you're going, you know, to be in the beach and what have you. So this is the palette I normally utilize, and I always have my makeup bag with me, but you don't need to have all these brushes. This is just me being dramatic, but have everything in like very simple pocket friendly situations so that you don't have to carry a lot of stuff. As well as, if you can get the samples. Sample makeup is the best for traveling because it's small, and you will make sure that you don't actually end up putting in, or if you're traveling and you're just taking a bag, you know that you're going to be able to go through with just the luggage in your luggage. You won't have to worry about it being too large. I would recommend that you purchase a lot of little sample makeup for your travels. That really does help. It makes it easier to travel. So this is really going to be all about how I do my makeup when I'm traveling. Like I said, it's very simple, but you need to look good when you're in the beach. You can't be out here just looking raggedy. So anyway, let's get started. So in regards to what I'm going to do, normally I just would let me see. Normally I like to put on a base on my eyebrows. A white one because I have really dark circles under my eyes, so I prefer to use like a light one to make the colors really just pop. So this is just my personal thing. You can do as you please, but normally I would suggest that you do it this way. So I just zoomed into my eyes area so that you can better see what I'm doing. So it's always best to, first of all, it's always best to start off with a fluffy brush, okay? I always start off with the lighter color here, so I'm going to be utilizing this color. Sorry, I'm going to be utilizing this color here. It's called Ginger. If you have the palette, it's called Ginger. So you normally just put it up. I normally just go in and put it above my eye socket here. Just roll it in, the whole thing with the fluffy brush is that it makes it easier for you to just disperse the product. And if you have a really good palette like this one, it will come up, especially if you have dark skin. Don't worry, this is a very dark skin friendly palette. This is a very dark skin friendly palette, so I would definitely suggest you get one of this. You see, so it's already gotten some color into my eye area right here. Now what I would do is go into a deeper color. Here it's called Edges on this palette, and I would start at the edge, you know, the edge of the eye. And it's best to take one palette because you don't want to be traveling with a lot of palettes. I mean, when you're traveling, you just want to have a quick, good look and be ready to go to the beach and look hot, you know. You don't want to be spending too much time on your makeup, and you should be enjoying your time on holiday. So definitely always take one palette that can do everything. You can do evening when you go out with whoever it is you're going out with. Just make sure it's just it's a palette that is very friendly for doing multiple looks. So what I also like to do is, once I've done this, what I like to do after this is go into another fluffy brush and just try and disperse it as much as possible at the edges as well. You want to make it look smooth, the transition to look smooth. So make sure that that's what you're able to achieve. You don't want it to look like it just kind of ends, like it, it must look dispersed and fluffy and what have you. And I'll go back with the other one that I'd already been using. You can see here. Okay, Then if you want, you can cut the crease, but guys, you're on holiday, ain't nobody got time to be cutting the crease. So I just go straight in with the pop of glitter or whatever that I'm going to be utilizing. I like to use this type of brush to put it on to my face in terms of the eye area, and I'm going to be utilizing Soleil because we are in the sun, so definitely we want to look like we are bronzed from within, you know. So make sure that you put that product, lay that product on your eyelid that is empty, the space that you've created in the middle. It doesn't have to be neat, because you know what, you're on holiday. Nobody has time to really be like, you know, paying attention to how accurate your makeup looks on holiday, but you still want to look good for your pictures. That's the whole idea behind makeup for holidays, is that you look good, but you don't stress yourself out too much, okay? But you look good, and you want to make sure that you look highlighted, because that's the whole idea of the beach. You want to look bronze when the sun hits you in the right area, then it just, you know, it illuminates all the best parts of you. So make sure that you put in the highlight to pop. You want to make sure your eyes pop, okay? So, and then I like to use my finger sometimes to just disperse it and make it even more dispersed, and, well, you know, just look like it just gels in, it meshes with the other eyeshadow that we put before. See? So easy, but so beautiful. You can then go on and put also, if you like, a highlight. This is what I'm just trying to make sure that if whenever I've gone overboard, I go back in with my fluffy brush to fluff it out. You can always make sure that you go back. You can put in an eyeliner if you want to make your eyes even look more defined. Personally, when I'm on holiday, I don't really care. But one thing I do, and I think everybody should do, or recommend, I thoroughly recommend this, is using a brush like this to put the same highlighter, or a different one if you want, into this area of your eye. Oh my gosh, guys, you don't understand how this will change your look. It will change your eye look, for like, it will make everything just, whenever the sun hits you in the right area, oh, it will just pop and it will just look stunning. So I really recommend that you put in this little highlight in the top part of your eyebrows. No, apparently this is not a thing that people do anymore, but I love it. I still love it. I think it really adds just a little, you know, I don't know what it is. It's just like a pop of beautifulness that happens here. So like, as you can see, my eyes are almost on. Let me see if I'm gonna eyeliner it. I'll be back. So I've gone in and put a little bit of an eyeliner. Make sure that you may utilize waterproof eyeliner, because if you're going to be in the water, you don't want to get, you know, your makeup just falling off of your face. And by the way, guys, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just love makeup. I'm a makeup enthusiast, and I just want to help you guys on what I do, how I get my looks when I go on holiday, just an FYI. Anyway, we're moving on to now the skin for the moment. The skin is very important when you're on holiday, because honestly, you want to make sure that you put in your sunscreen lotion, whatever sunscreen lotion you have, because you're in the sun. So make sure you put in your sunscreen lotion, and then on top of it, I would always tell you that you should also utilize a primer. It creates a very hydrating space for you to put the rest of your makeup on. So I would highly recommend this one, or just any primer that you utilize. You need to make sure you utilize primer, because you're going to be in the sun for a very long time, so you don't want your skin to, you know, suffer, and you also don't want your makeup to fall off because of the hotness of the weather wherever it is that you are. Okay, so make sure you always prime your skin in the beginning before you do anything. And also on holiday, I always recommend that you utilize something like this. This is a glow, if you can see, this is a glow, it's a primer as well. I guess you call it a lighter effect or what have you. And this just add another extra glow to your skin, because you're on the beach. The whole idea is to look bronzed, to look glowy. So make sure that your skin, before you do anything else, is bronzed to the gods. So it adds a little bit of a glow on top of your skin, and I like to utilize this just to add a bit of, you know, glow to my skin. So I let that sit. Then what we normally go in for is, I would recommend that you color correct, especially if you have I have really dark circles under my eyes, so I would color correct. I use this color corrector. I've had it forever. I don't see a reason to change, so I use this to color correct under my eyes, so that color correcting helps to just eliminate the dark circles if you have really dark circles under your eyes. So So what I do is I put it underneath my eyes like so. Ew. I put it underneath my eyes like so. Not too much, just enough to cancel out the dark circles under your eyes, you know. And anywhere else where you have dark marks, like over here I have dark marks, so I'll just put it over there a little bit as well. Then you have to utilize the brush to just brush it out. So a little fluffy brush like so, just brush it out there. I also like to use my fingers. Sometimes it's just best. Sometimes your fingers are the best tool, honestly, in your toolkit, especially on holiday, because sometimes I forget a lot of my brushes and then I'm like, okay, I need to figure out how to work this, and literally your fingers are the worst, are the best, or not the worst, are the best thing for you. Now I like to literally put on I like to put on a bit of powder. I use Tasha Butter cut powder just under my eyes. This also really helps to keep your makeup and whatever color corrector you've utilized to stay, because if you go in and put on foundation on top of this, it might move the color corrector. So this helps to keep the color corrector in place, and it also helps with in terms of creasing and the melting of your makeup over the day. It's a trick that I really that one of my favorite YouTubers taught me, and I really I've never stopped using it in terms of doing my makeup. So yeah, you should definitely try it out. After that, we then go on to the foundation. So the foundation is very important that you utilize the foundation that is probably a bit light or darker than your normal foundation. I normally have 2-3 different foundation shades that I utilize when depending on how my skin changes with the color of the, I take at least 2 when I'm on holiday, because you get a bit darker when you're in the sun all day, and then your makeup's going to look funny if you're used to utilizing like perhaps a lighter color, and then you get a bit of bronzing happening, and then you put it on your face and it looks like a clown. So make sure that you always have like 2, one darker, one your normal color for when you go on holiday, especially in the sun. I like to use L'Oreal Infallible, and this one is really good for, it's fresh water, it's fresh wear, so it's supposed to last 24 hours. So you get yourself a good foundation that lasts long, and it's also very full coverage, because yes, you don't have to use a full coverage. I like to use full coverage on holiday, but some people prefer it to be lighter. Me, I prefer, if I'm gonna wear my makeup, you must see that I'm wearing makeup, so I prefer to do that, but I don't put as much on. I'll put in a lighter layer because you're on holiday, so you don't want to look too cakey on holiday. So you just put that over. I just go ham. Make sure to bring it down to your neck. You don't want to have just a change in color from under your neck too. I like to use the Clinique concealer under my eyes, and just the places that you would highlight normally. You make sure that it's a high coverage foundation, because high coverage concealer, because honestly when you're in the sun, you want to make sure your makeup stays. So make sure that you're utilizing high coverage stuff that's going to last all day throughout your whole holiday time. So yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna just let it go. It's best to let it sit. That's why I did it before, because I prefer to let it sit for a little bit to actually get the product into your eyes and into your skin. Sorry, not into your eyes, into your skin. Let it melt with your skin, and also it's gonna last longer if you do it that way. That's just another trick. And then you get your booty blender. They call it a booty blender, booby, whatever you want to call it, and you start blending that out. Great. So now that you've blended, we get back our powder to just soak it in, and put the powder in. Let it soak into the skin. Don't put too much so that you end up baking your face, because you're gonna end up really with dry skin, which could be great in terms of the beach, but I don't know. It depends on it's your preference. For me, I don't want to look too dry because I already have dry skin, so I try not to bake as much anymore. So I just kind of melt it into the skin. And make sure if you're a brown girl like me, you get a yellow powder, whichever powder you use. Just make sure it's not too bright or white, because then you're just gonna, whenever you take your photos, it's just gonna like, and it's not gonna look cute. It's not gonna look cute at all, guys. It's not gonna look cute. And always have a pop in the eye duct. Put it in the middle of, just put it right there. Right, good. Just a pop. So now I'll remove the extra product with the fluffy brush. Go in with the eyeliner. So I utilize the Marc Jacobs one. It's really quite thin, but I like it because it's very accurate. It gets right to the bottom, right to the edges of the eye. We're now going to bronzify. So because you're at the beach, you want to make sure you look bronzed. You can't be at the beach and not be bronzed. Make sure you bronze that face face needs to be bronze for the gods. Put on blush. Blush is important, and a blush that is like coral like this is amazing for this. It's the next one that I use. It just adds, like, it just brings another dimension of color to your face, because another bronzy type of dimension to your face, which is really important when you're, you know, on the beach. And also I always put it on my nose. Gotta have the glow, and I use this palette. It's really great for bronze. It has multiple bronzifying looks, so whatever you want, however bright or bold you want to look, that's where you go. So I put in a little bit of this bottom one. I love this bottom one, this bottom color over here. I just put it on the highest points of my, and I also love to put some, it's just a trick I love to do as well, I just love to put some over here on my collarbones to also just accentuate my collarbones. You see, it just adds a little bit of boldness to your collarbones, especially if you're going to be wearing a bikini, you know, you're at the beach, so you just want everything to glow, you know. Finally, the lips. It's simple, and I like to use a dark color, and then I like to finish it off with a bit of Fenty Bomb, you know, just to gloss and glow even more, because it's never enough glow. And make sure you put, if you want, you don't have to, but you can put on some mascara on your eyes, but make sure it's waterproof as well. Anything that goes on your eyes, make sure it's waterproof, because that's the stuff that's actually gonna really fall or start really melting. Then you gotta finish it off with the setting spray. I use the Makeup Forever setting spray. And that, my lovelies, is the final look. So as you can see, we're bronzed, we're ready to go to the beach, we have our costume on. All we need now is a great camera, a great photo for Instagram, and we're gonna look so cute the whole time we're on the beach. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video with me. So this is not what happens normally in my channel. It was just for fun, just to show you that travel also has a lot of other aspects to it. Like, we've got to look cute when we're traveling too. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of that, and then we can have fun together, just doing a bit of makeup, just some side things. So there's some more exciting stuff to come. If you love stuff about traveling, subscribe to my channel, click the like button. Let's be a family and travel the world together. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.